get more engagements and how do I get more like views and things like that. So
Yeah.
that's where I discovered street interviews.
Like, it takes a lot of courage, I feel, especially
Yeah.
your first few street interview. Wow,
Yeah.
probably was
It'll be
probably
awkward.
nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Bro, trust me, the first one I was like really, really nervous the moment I started off with recording. So the first thing was that I really struggled when trying to approach someone. Like I
Oh,
saw this
yes,
like
yes.
really, really, really fit guy. I was trying to ask them like what's their workout routine and all that, right? So I was like, okay, should I no, next one. Should I next one. So that's how it all started.
What's up, and welcome to the KopiBros podcast presented to you by the Chit Podcast Network. Today, you're in for a treat. Today, we have with us a fitness instructor that is taking social media by storm. We have Hairul Syamil. It's been a long time since we had a guest that we can really like, as in, not say long time, like it's a very suddenly we had like our level, like suddenly it's like part of the group. Suddenly felt like we had someone on the Chit Chatter podcast network back on again to talk about the network.
That kind of feeling. What do you think was like one of the more interesting takeaways from the interview for you?
There's one quote that he said twice, and when we were talking about social media, no one knows that they need you until when they hear about you.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
And it was so powerful because the thing is, if you don't put yourself out there and people don't hear about you, especially when it comes to this kind of industry, by right, it's not supposed to be in your job scope. You know that he actually mentioned that, but at the end of the day, he took it on himself that he said that actually now when you're talking about physical PT, it's not just about PT, it's a lot. It's everything behind the scenes.
Outside of PT, right?
Correct.
Yes. So for me, right, I found some of his stories very interesting, right? He said he got one client that he has been with him for 2 years. He said first 6 months had problem just fixing a schedule to exercise regularly, right? Now he's come regularly, and then not only that, going to take part in high rocks with him. All right, before we get into our episode with Hairul, we would like to thank our friends at Carnation Footcare for sponsoring the episode. Carnation Footcare, trusted by generations as the go-to foot care specialist for over 100 years. From scrubs to creams to plasters, Carnation has everything you need to give your feet the care they deserve. Start your DIY foot spa with the exfoliating foot scrub made with natural walnut shell granules and a refreshing peppermint scent to gently smooth away dry, rough skin. Follow it up with their cracked heel cream, a rich, hydrating formula with peppermint oil to help repair and restore dry, cracked heel. And of course, there's their best seller, Carnation Corn Caps, medicated plaster designed to relieve pressure and remove corns effectively. As a treat for our listeners, Carnation Footcare is offering 30% off via an exclusive Shopee voucher. Just click the link in the episode description to claim it. Once again, big thanks to Carnation Footcare for sponsoring this episode. So I think without further ado, we can get into the episode. What's up? Today's guest is Hairul Syamil, a highly accomplished online and physical fitness trainer renowned for helping busy individuals transform their lives with the proprietary L.E.A.N training method. Over a decade of experience in the sports and wellness industry, Hairul combines his athletic background, expertise in personalized training, and creative talent in content creation. Active on Instagram as Superfit by Hairul. To find out more about his experience, please join me in welcoming Hairul Syamil.
I might need you guys to repeat that again. That sounds good.
Sound lah. That's a one take.
Okay.
But Hairul, this one,
I should just record that and then repeat it before I go to sleep.
But Hairul, I have to say this one, half the glory have to go to ChatGPT.
That's good. All right. Thanks guys for having me. Hairul, right? Just as what Brendan said, I'm the guy that helps busy individuals to have you guys in your fitness journey. And if you like durian and also deadlifts, right, I'm your trainer.
Nice.
I see. Wow.
But recently, what have you been busy with? Like more training or more like content creating?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually more busy with content.
Interesting.
Street interviews, a lot of editing, a lot of videography and stuff. And yeah, I'm keeping like my trainings really, really short to the minimum, which is about three times a week. I'm just maintaining my muscle mass, maintaining my weight, maintaining my nutrition, and so on.
But when we did our research, right, we realized that actually you were a black belt. You taekwondo?
I was trying to figure out. Wait, how do you know that? Actually, where do you get it from?
ChatGPT once again, but
You can't escape from ChatGPT.
Where I found it was, I think you are an athletics student in secondary school. I think you represented Singapore before. So I think on one of the websites that feature all the secondary school athletic representatives, I think they wrote somewhere that you were like taekwondo or something. Or your LinkedIn page. I remember your LinkedIn page got mentioned that you got do taekwondo.
Yes, you did your research. Yeah, I mean, I did black belt. I did taekwondo when I was a bit in my teenage years. So I think that was about 18, 19 years old. And I think it was right before COVID. In taekwondo for about 3 to 4 years before I got my black belt. I started to move on with being an instructor, taekwondo instructor. And then from there, just discovered the passion of just, teaching, especially with like kids, they're really fun, but at the same time can be really annoying. Yeah, but you know how it works. Yeah.
Hairul, I just want to ask, because your Instagram page now focuses more on, I think, content itself. Like you say, you interview some of the people, you edit, and then of course, you help people in their fitness journey using your L.E.A.N method. But are you still teaching taekwondo at the moment?
No, currently not anymore. So I've just I stopped doing taekwondo right after COVID. I think about 2021. 2022, 2021. Yeah. So, and then from then on, I just discovered personal training. So I just left taekwondo and doubled down on personal training. And basically before that, the content I was doing was just basically fitness stuff, right? It was kind of like those boring stuff like, do this workout, do that workout. Everything's easy online, right? Yeah. So, and I realized like, how do I get more engagements and how do I get more like views and things like that? So that's where I discovered street interviews.
Like, it takes a lot of courage, I feel, especially your first few street interview. Probably was
it'll be awkward,
nerve-wracking.
Bro, trust me, the first one I was like really, really nervous the moment I started off with recording. So the first thing was that I really struggled when trying to approach someone. Like I saw this really, really, really fit guy trying to ask them like what's their workout routine and all that, right? So I was like, okay, should I no, next one. Should I next one? So that's how it all started. And then I kinda got a friend with me to help me like, be more confident.
I see.
When I started videoing, I was like, what's my next question? Yeah, it was like nerve-wracking, man. Nerve-wracking.
Actually, Brandon and me will share your sentiment because when we started doing this podcast, I think about 3 years ago, our first recording session was a bit awkward one. You can ask him. A lot of stop, a lot of start. Then we like, this sound like a bit weird leh.
How to continue this question? Like, then talking, your brain is still thinking. Then like,
yes.
Really listening to whatever the person answered. Then you're just like, okay, next question.
Guys are also in this together, so like you can bounce off ideas.
I would say our good thing is that our strength is that we have eight people in including my producer. There's 8 of us. Then only our producer is the one behind the scenes The 7 of us, we record like regular content every week. So since we're on the topic about like your taekwondo and then what you're doing now, some of our social media content, I think we can I want to take your journey like all the way back. Okay, and then sort of like ask you like, how did your fitness journey start? Because I know that you were an athlete back in secondary school. But maybe even before that in primary school, like were you always that exercising kind of kid?
At first, I was more of like someone in the band. So I was playing percussion.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Hey, wow!
Big jump. That's a big jump. Wow, crazy jump. Yeah.
That's surprised you guys, right? Yeah. So basically, I was more towards playing percussion. So percussion, I was more of like thinking like, okay, maybe I can play a bit of the drums.
Okay.
And then at the start, it was like, you know what, Hairul, you're gonna play the xylophone.
The xylophone.
Yeah, okay. And then gradually we progressed towards the drum set. So which was fun. And then I quit afterwards and then I found track and field. Yeah, primary 4. Yeah, I started doing high jump, track and field.
Oh wow.
And then from there it was like 3 years in primary schools, so primary 4, primary 5, and primary 6. So the moment I started doing high jump, I think like my coach was telling me like this is your calling because of my height. During my primary school years, I was already like pretty tall for average primary 4 kid. And then from there like got a bit of good training, good experience, and then my coach was like, okay, let's try to compete. First year in high jump was I got bronze, and then primary 5 was like silver, and then primary 6 was like gold. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then secondary school was, I joined this interesting secondary school, Jurong Sec. So basically, the reason why I joined there was that when I did my research and I saw their CCAs, I saw track and field, but they are more towards running. They are
Okay.
more towards like long distance running.
I
Yeah,
see. I see.
I forgot
Wow.
what it's called, but yeah, long distance running. So when I went there, I was like, wait, this is not what I was looking for. And then I went for a basketball trial.
Okay.
And then of course they're like, oh, you're tall, blah blah blah. And then they're like, okay, go into the team. And I was like, okay. I just ignored like the whole track and field thing. Yeah. And then from then on it was like, okay, it got really good. And then we were doing stuff like representing Singapore and things like that. So that was pretty fun. I think, but that was only for the years in secondary school. So I was in secondary school for 5 years.
Okay.
Until when I was in secondary 4, secondary 5, I can't remember. I injured my ankle
Oh,
on
wow.
it was for ASEAN under 16 trials.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
it happened. And then everyone was like, trying to impress the coaches there. So like
Yeah.
everyone was really, really aggressive. From there, I was like, oh shit. And then I injured my my ankle from trying to take a rebound. And then I fell on someone's leg, I think. And then yeah, it just went super haywire after that. And then after that, I was like, okay, what should I do now? Then I joined track and field. Back to track and field. So I was doing simultaneously both track and field and also basketball during my secondary school years.
I see.
Yeah, so I was pretty much a lot more on the podium every time. You know, morning assembly. Morning assembly, they go through like, oh, okay, they congratulate people who just try to who just won like this and that, they're in CCA. Yeah, so that was fun stuff. Good times to reminisce. And then I went to poly. That's when my track and field career like took off, right? So I got into Nanyang Poly, and then I have a really, really good coach. Basically recruited me to Nanyang Poly from my secondary school. So from there, we had really, really good training, good environment to be in. The whole track and field team was really, really motivational, very inspiring. I got on probably I think the first year of my poly, I represented Singapore. So I was able to represent Singapore in Japan. It was Asian Juniors Championship. You guys know what's high jump, right?
Yes.
So you guys jump the thing, right? Do you know maybe what was the height that I cleared?
2.2, I think.
2.2 is a bit insane, bro.
Okay, maybe 1.9.
At that point in time, it was 205.
Oh, that's wow.
So that was my first year. Right, I cleared 205 for the first time. We broke the 2-meter barrier, and then we started to gradually like deplete our my performance. So it's like starting to get really, really bad. And then after poly was the downfall. It was a really, really huge setback. Right, there wasn't much support. It was just me and my coach. It's a very lonely sport, I would say. Right?
Yeah.
It's only just me.
No teammates,
Because like after poly is like you are alone. Right? You just want to you train by yourself. Because the rest is like, they have their own trainings, or even they stopped training and went for like NS and work and like that kind of stuff. Yeah. So while juggling training and NS at the point in time, I remember it was really, really tough, and we couldn't get like training days consistent. I was doing NS, so like there wasn't much like financial support, I guess. But I mean, like I was having a decent pay because I was in SCDF in terms of trying to
make a living lah.
Make a living, yeah, I guess so. Yeah. And then that was really, really hard. And then mentally, I was like getting injured here and there through track and field. Yeah, I fractured my ankle about 4 times. 6 times.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. So I fractured my ankle on my left ankle 2 times, and then my right ankle 4 times.
You an ankle injury, wow.
We go along like together.
Like brothers.
Like brothers.
Like after a fracture,
no,
I know what to do.
But the thing is, it helps me a lot, like in terms of longevity. Actually, the 3rd or 4th time when I injured my ankle, the week after or the next few days after, like it was completely healed. Like the first time I got my ankle injury, it took me like 6-7 months.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So injure your ankle more.
I really thought it was the opposite. I really thought it was the opposite. I really thought that the moment the moment you fracture your ankle, right, your ankle becomes so much more easier to get fractured.
Yeah.
But your body built different. Yours is after that the fractures you.
Is it the same like
2 weeks, 1 week? That's all we need.
Yeah.
Is it the same like popping your shoulder? The more it comes out, easier to go back in.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
You can say that. Yeah, because like I think like the ligament in between the ankles area.
I see.
Like I feel like there's no more kind of like ligament anymore. Break your ankle again. It's just like pain, and then like
recover.
recover already.
Okay. How do you go from like this career in like sports and like this career as an athlete and like representing Singapore to deciding that I want to be a fitness instructor?
Okay, so obviously like I've been doing sports for years, right? So I got a couple of experience here and there in terms of, trying to be really athletic, but also trying to build like the body as well, right? Transformation in terms of, trying to maybe increase more muscle mass, that kind of stuff. Because the idea for track and field was that we had to minimize our weight, but also increase our strength, right? That would be the best possible athlete's body type. Yeah. So that was the idea, right? So for me, like I never really had the intention to grow muscle, right? Just try to be stronger every day. I helped out a friend who's trying to lose weight. He is like really, really like huge. I mean, he don't mind me saying that, but I always disturb him lah. I always disturb him. But yeah, I was trying to motivate him a little bit. I told him like, okay, you give me 3 months, right? And I will just support you and go training with you one-on-one. Like you don't have to pay me anything, right? And what you have to just give me is just your testimonial, right? Your body transformation, and then that would be a good reward for me. Like from then I can just like try out like personal training. It was just an idea. Like I was gonna try for personal training. So in order for me to start, you gotta have a little bit of like credentials. So I tried to use my friends lah. Yeah. And then along the way, I think like a month or 2 months later, I think the results were getting good. I think he lost like 10 kg within the next 2 months. Yeah. And then for me, I think like it really just like felt super good as a friend, and also like trying to coach someone as a trainer to coach.
Everybody's approach to fitness is very different. What's your training philosophy and approach to fitness?
Can you be my friend?
Okay,
joking. Yeah.
Firstly would be, the reason why I become a trainer is because I want to help people experience the same confidence and energy that fitness gave me, right? And also realize that many people waste years, right, doing random workouts, all this kind of stuff, trying to take supplements and doing eating things that they don't know what it's all about. It's just the marketing things that really invited them to try to lose weight using supplements. So like I just want to try to cut through all that noise, right? All the guessing of work, right? Training philosophy will be using the L.E.A.N method. L stands for lifting smart. So we don't have to work out for more than an hour, right? You don't have to work out more than 2 hours or 3 hours. Because really, that when people do approach me, they said that, I used to work out last time. I used to work out like 2 to 3 hours. I'm like, wait, what? What do you do for 2 to 3 hours?
Long.
Do you have lunch in there or what? Yeah. So they were telling me like their program routine. I was like, wait, this is like way too much, right? Because I don't think that it's sustainable. There's a reason why it was like years ago, because it's not sustainable, right? You can't keep doing it every single day throughout your whole life. E stands for eating right. No form of like strict diet, right? But at the same time, you still eat in moderation, right? You can still eat your favorite durian. You can still eat your spicy, right? But it's a way of like how we try to keep it to the moderate level. Yeah. Even for me, like even now, I train 3 times a week. Also, I still drink and eat food that I like.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that's one. And then A is for accountability. right? You have to set yourself accountable to all your trainings. So one of the best ways for you to do that is to block your schedule, right? Block an hour or 3 hours a week, any day.
Yeah.
Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, just block that 3 hours. You know that you have to come down to come to training, and that's where you have to show up, right? And then lastly would be N, right? So navigating life. So how I usually structure my clients' training program is based on their lifestyle. So if they are doing shift works, or if they are doing 9 to 5, or they are business owners, right? They work around the clock, and then you have to be very flexible around them as well. So program really structured based on their lifestyle, whether do they have enough time. So for instance, I have one client that is a pilot.
Wow.
So it's a she. So she's in class now, right? Training to be a pilot. So she said that every day is a lot of work. And then she have like exams almost every single week and things like that. So she only has 30 minutes of time to work out. I was like, okay, just give me 20 minutes, 3 days, 4 days a week. Then slowly, like, you're gonna get progress through that consistency. Might not get the results as soon as you want, but having that consistency the feeling is a lot more better.
Usually, generally for yourself, do you say do you have a type of client that you typically work with?
Usually people with weight loss, people who are trying to lose weight. But in terms of male, female, age, not really. I do have clients that range from young as maybe, I think my youngest one would be 22. Yeah, 22. Yeah, and then I think the oldest I had, I wouldn't say the oldest, but I think about 60.
I would like to touch a bit about the industry because I live in Bedok South, and then my area already has four Anytime Fitnesses coming up, like Siglap CC, Bedok CC, the East Village got one, then the Eastwood Terrace there got one also. So do you find that the fitness industry is getting more and more competitive?
Of course, yeah, of course. In a good way, it is. Yeah, it is very competitive. The more you put yourself out there, the more people get to know about you, right?
I see.
And that's the reason why I started doing content. And I feel like branding in terms of in this era of this day and age is very, very important. So you got to really put yourself out there. Everybody needs you, but they just don't know who you are.
That's a good phrase to
Yeah. So I think I took that like really, really hard. So I really went down and doubled down on my contents and all those stuff.
I see.
Yeah. And I also feel like when you're training people, and then when I post it online, people will see like, oh, that's my friend, or that's my cousin, or that's my family. And they kind of have this kind of like, sense of trust. Sense of association. Yeah. So once you get that that feeling among your leads or your clients, that's a good.
A lot of fitness trainers, they get leads via, because some gyms, and then the gym have the structure and everything to give them leads, but you're an independent fitness instructor, so then you have to run double hard to get all these customers to make sure the business grows lah. Yeah.
Yes, you're right. So I wasn't tied up to any gyms before. So I just started this from scratch, this Instagram thing. But I did used to work for I'm still working for BFT, but part-time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh, which BFT? Wow, that's so cool. I used to go BFT. Yeah.
Really? Where?
Yeah. Upper Thomson, bro.
Oh, okay.
I really feel the BFT community is one of the best, the most encouraging community.
Very true.
I have to say. Yeah.
Very true. Yeah, and mine is at Harbourfront. So the reason why I'm still doing BFT is because it's a group class, and there is never ending learning lessons that you can have there, right? The amount of people that walks in, right, they can have injuries after injuries, or even medical conditions that you also need to take care of as a trainer, and that's very, very important when you do a group class, because you always have to keep an eye on this kind of people, because they have injuries, leg injuries, knee injuries. I mean, BFT itself is already the entry level is very beginner level, right? But we also have to take care of people who are still trying to get back into fitness, right? And they don't have that much strength or stamina to continue with the workouts and this kind of stuff. The learning curve is a lot when you are in group classes as a trainer. right? As a trainer.
For someone who wants to start their fitness journey, how would you suggest like people go about doing that?
Sign out with
Maybe
me.
would suggest like, sorry?
I say sign out with me.
Join BFT Harbourfront.
Yeah, I mean BFT is a good start. BFT, right, is like when you go inside the class, you don't have to think about anything. There's no guesswork.
Yeah.
All you have to do is just show up, right? Very
Yeah.
simple. The answer to that question is that how do you start your fitness journey is to really start simple, right? Build the habit before chasing perfection. If let's say,
okay.
yeah,
Yes.
if let's say you can only stick to once a week of gym or run, then just do it. And then slowly you'll feel so much better. And then along the way, you will gradually increase to, maybe I can do twice a week. Yeah. Try not to like, okay, I want to make a huge transformation, 3 months, 4 months. Don't give yourself that kind of target. Right? You have to learn how to be consistent first before you even get the results, right? So for me, it's like, okay, if you can do once a week, you can do once a week. Let's do once a week. And try to at least to do it for 1 month. Then slowly 2 months. Then after 2 months, you move out to twice a week. Then twice a week at least for 1 month. Then 2 months. Then slowly 3 months. 3 times a week. Yeah. The priority is the mindset first. Once you get that mindset into place, nothing can stop you.
You can't rush these kind of things, right?
Yeah. Because I mean, fitness is going to be something that is long term, something that you will do throughout your whole life. You're going to do it until you're 50, until you're 60. You're not going to stop until maybe unless you have like injuries.
Yeah, injuries. Actually, there's quite a lot of people that struggle for weight loss with their weight. And it's discouraging because sometimes because they are a lot bigger, then like the more effort they need to use to take
lose weight.
Lose weight. The starting part is always the hardest, right? Some of the common misconceptions about weight loss that you usually you feel that people usually have.
Spot reduction. Yeah, I think that's the recent one I was talking to with a client. He was asking like, how can I lose weight on the belly? How can I lose weight on the triceps? How can I lose weight on my chin? No, I don't want this double chin.
I don't want, Specific, oh no, this part is only this part. Just help me lose this arm part.
Yeah, I just want to lose this part only. I just want to lose this double chin. Yeah, there's no misconception of like obviously because like you can't do 500 crunches and then like you will just melt the whole fats around your belly area, right? Yeah. So that's one. And then I think the other one would be thinking that more sweat is equals to more fat loss.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why strength is also part of a good way to lose your weight as well.
In your opinion, let's say if I want to lose weight, which exercise would you recommend or like will you focus on as a workout? As a workout,
obviously we start off with strength training. Maybe you can do if let's say how many times you want to train in a week. How many times you want to train in a week?
Let me think. Maybe like I think for most people they start off like twice. Once or twice.
Once or twice.
I feel like twice is usually the.
Once, maybe if you want to say twice, would be 2 full body workout, or you can even do upper for the first day and then lower for the second day. Moving a lot throughout the day, right? If let's say, for me, it's the things we do outside of the gym, right? One thing, like I have this percentage in my head that I always preach to my clients is that what you do outside the gym is more important. 70% of your nutrition is one of the key reasons for you to have like weight loss, gain muscle, that kind of stuff. 20% is your sleep. Right?
Okay.
Good sleep, good recovery for your muscles to grow, right? For your metabolism to work during when you're resting, right? These are really, really very important. And then the last 10% is actually the workouts that you do in the gym.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. It's actually the things that you do outside. So for me, when I do personal training, I can just give you the workouts for you to do, right? Very easy. Any personal trainer can do that. But what I actually do for my clients is to build habits around their lifestyle, right? Sleeping early, have that 6-7 hours of sleep, or maybe if you are already having 4 hours of sleep, we try to have 5 this week. We try to focus on 5 hours. And in terms of nutrition, okay, we try to have, try to just focus on protein. Don't care about calories. Protein, your daily protein intake. Once you already achieve that, that's a goal. That's a good achievement already. Yeah. And then you kind of have this mindset like, okay, that's a win I had this week. I managed to cover 10,000 steps or maybe even 7,000 steps. I managed to cover certain number of protein intake throughout the day. Yeah, things like that. So these are some really, really small wins that I encourage for my clients.
Answers the next question. I was going to ask how important is diet in the process, but
Yeah.
you really answered that clearly.
Yeah.
Because usually people, some people they think that actually as long as I gym, I can eat whatever I want. Then I can still lose weight because I'm burning more, so I need to eat more. You get what I mean?
Yeah, that's the also another misconception. You can't really outtrain a bad diet, but you also don't. Yeah, exactly. But the thing is, at the same time, you also don't need to survive on like vegetables, all this.
If every day, like someone who used to eat McDonald's every day or KFC every other day, then suddenly now they change, they are no longer.
I will always like reward them actually. So if let's say if they wanna eat KFC, they wanna eat fried chicken or even burger, McDonald's, like I will allow them to do it. Okay, so I have another structure that I like to also preach, which is the 80 to 20%. 80% you eat clean and 20% you can eat dirty. And by dirty, you can go down to the depths of like mac spicy, add curry sauce, add chili sauce, add everything. Yeah.
Extra dirty.
Yeah. So that's like a form of reward. So 80-20, you can go up to like, maybe Monday to Friday, or maybe the Monday to Saturday, you can eat clean, right? Eat your veggies, eat your protein, and then on Saturday or Sunday, you can just eat junk food like crazy. Yeah. So yeah, it's a form of reward, and reward it becomes more sustainable.
How do you customize this lean method for different customers? Because like you say, some of our customers is 22 years old, some can be like all the way to 60s in their seniors age. So how do you like customize this so that everybody can benefit from it?
If you look at it through what I explained, is already very customizable, because like I said, lifting smart is just trying to train effectively, and you don't have to train for hours, right? Doesn't mean that you are like you're more fitter than the other person. I'll ask you to train longer. It doesn't work that way. It's also based on your lifestyle. So if you only have 30 minutes a day, that's fine. We can work out something that you can do for just 30 minutes, right? And then also by when I said eating right, it's not just about trying to lose weight or just trying to form a good habit. It's just having that fuel performance, right? No fat diets, right? It will also affect your day to day also. If you're eating like junk food every single day, you will really, really feel like shit every single day. The energy level will start to change.
This one I have to admit, because I only got back to exercising about 6 months ago. I can really say some days after exercise, I do feel like I can eat a lot, and I do feel like, like today, like, how do you say, like, I feel I can jump and then hit higher ceiling or something.
You feel like you can cure cancer.
Yes. It's a I don't know how to describe that kind of feeling. Like you just feel like, like today wake up like, I think we can go like do something. It's a different kind of feeling.
You're right.
So do you have any like interesting client stories that you can share with us that, because just now we spoke a lot about concepts, we spoke a lot about structures. Any interesting client stories that you can share with us?
Actually, I would say this guy is the most consistent client, and he's been with me for about almost 2 years already. Wow. So, and he does in-person training also. Before he started, before he started with me, it was more of like just trying to figure out what works for him, and that took him 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
okay.
He was figuring out on YouTube. He was using ChatGPT to figure out workouts for him in terms of food. So common struggle was that he couldn't know, he didn't know how to even execute the exercises properly.
Okay.
That's the most important thing the moment you enter the gym, right? You have to have your exercises, your techniques, everything right first, right? So learning through videos, learning through YouTube can be sometimes to some people very, very difficult. Just trying to figure out what workouts really suits him on trying to achieve his goals, right? For 6 months, he was trying to figure out whether this routine works out for him and things like that. He was more of having an issue with struggling with motivation. and also consistency. Yeah. And that's why it took him 6 months to figure out. Yeah, because he was very, very inconsistent. When you enter a gym and you still at the same time have to figure out what you have to do, you kind of just like, why am I here even? I don't even know what to do. I'm just going to look at different machines, see what people do in the gym, and then just follow, copy. Yeah. So, for me, when he started working out with me, it was just about coming in, do the workouts, and then leave. For me, it's just more of like, inspiring, because until now, he's been consistently training with me 3 times a week, every single day for 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah. And he has never stopped. Like, no excuses. Never told me like, this week I only can do 2, or next week, or this week I can only do once a week. Every week up till date, three times a week. He knows that if he were to increase 4 times a week, it's gonna be very unsustainable. Yeah.
Because it's addictive. It's like once you see your body start to change, right, then you just keep coming back for more. Then like, you just want to make like you don't see like get lost, like the fact that you train so hard to achieve this.
And now he's competing with me with in Hyrox this November.
Oh
wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
It's gonna be really, really. I think that's the interesting part.
That's so cool. That's so cool for the fact that from
like
someone that couldn't, like, was just a bit lost when it comes to training, then to the fact that after that you get to go high rocks together with the person who got you there.
High rock ready now.
That's your career as a fitness trainer, right? We also know that you are fitness influencer, like what you say now. Now you are a lot more busy with the content creation. Honestly, it's really a lot of difference, because it's really something new, right? It's a new avenue. I want to find out, like, why do you decide to create the content and grow your own Instagram channel?
Just to put myself out there. I feel like if I don't do that, nobody would know of me, and then business would just crumble. So just putting myself out there, and someone told me that branding is really, really important. So that's how people get to know you also. And just like the quote I mentioned just now, nobody needs you until they know about you lah.
Yeah,
they just don't know about you.
They still don't know about you. Nice. You usually have many videos where you just you do short interviews with the general public, or you speak with the high rock participants. Or what actually gave you that idea to engage your audience this way?
I think it was just more of like inspiration from the US. So I saw this content they were doing in New York, I think. And then this guy was just going through the streets and asking them what they do for their workout. Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty decent public engagement content, right? Yeah, until I try it. Because
can you just imagine, right? The first time when you do it, right? That, like, when you're holding the mic, right? The hand will vibrate, not vibrating, like, hey, bro.
Not just my hand, my voice. My voice vibrated, bro. That guy was doing it like really, really professionally. He just started recording and started going out to them and like, I ask people what they do for their workout routine. Like, for me, I feel like maybe in Singapore I have to be more cautious about that, because like I have to ask them first whether I can record them.
Yes.
So I think like it's a lot more scarier lah. Yeah, because people why are you recording me? Like that.
But good on you for putting yourself out there, and that's why you see look at where it got to you.
And one thing I like about interviewing like fit strangers in Singapore is that, like, it's easier I found it easier to engage with them publicly in terms of street interview, because I will always like compliment them, like, hey bro, I actually do like street interviews with street strangers, right? And obviously you look fit yourself, so is it okay, like, you can get a quick interview about your workout routine and things like that. And for me personally, if someone were to come out to me and say like my physique is like, you look good, and we
feel good,
like, you kind of just like build up their ego and like build up their confidence, right? So and that made it a lot more easier for me also, because like we started off as a compliment.
What are some of the future plans that you have
right now? Currently is to build up a team, personal trainers as well, because I'm doing both in person as well as online.
Okay.
So currently, I'm just teaching a few personal trainers. One thing you have to know about being a personal trainer, you don't do anything much about personal training. It's actually outside of personal training. So there's marketing, there's sales, there's video, there's content.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm just teaching this. There's this new personal trainer who say he want to join in the short term future would be just creating a team that we can do contents together, and then we can get more clients together, and then just form maybe just a small company of personal trainers that does online and also in person. So the goal for the future would be being able to do fully online.
I see. I see.
So no more
saves a lot of time.
This time, and then also
don't need to pay gym membership.
Pay gym membership also.
What's a dream collab in terms of fitness also can, or in terms of like generating content that you think you want to do? Besides us lah. Besides us lah.
Besides, yeah. We been there, done that already.
Bro, my dream comes true already. My dream comes true already. My dream is completely with The Rock.
Oh my god. That is a great dream. Wow.
And you know what the content is gonna be? Imagine like The Rock and me just trading cheat meals. And you know how his cheat meals are, right?
Yeah.
They go up to like 10,000 calories.
Oh, madness, man, that one.
Yeah, so that'll be sick. That'll be sick.
Before we end the interview, we just like to go do a quick round of quick fire question. What's your favorite workout?
Pull-ups.
Pull-ups, okay. Favorite song to work out to?
Eye of the Tiger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Leg day or cardio day?
Leg day, all day.
Oh, okay. Totally different. Okay. Favorite food to eat after workout?
Chicken rice.
Oh, interesting. Workout in the morning or workout at night?
Oh, morning. Sets the tone.
Okay. And lastly, your favorite cheat meal?
McSpicy.
Double with cheese.
With cheese. Sticker fries. Coke Zero.
Don't hit the spot. At least it's Coke Zero, bro.
Yeah, at least it's Coke Zero.
Zero sugar here. No, but I really think it was such a fun and awesome episode to get to learn more about your career as a fitness trainer. But before we go, do you mind letting our audience know where they can find you on social media?
Nice. You guys can find me at Superfit by Hairul on Instagram and also TikTok. And also, if you guys want to work out with me, also even LinkedIn, you can find me. This is where I share my fitness tips, my clients' progress, results, and occasionally I try to embarrass myself in the street interviews. Yeah.
But thank you for that. Really wish you all the best, and may you have a great week ahead, brother.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. It was a very enjoyable podcast.